What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the Big Rich Machine. So happy that I'm here with you guys tonight. How are you? I hope you are all well. I am so glad to be here with not only all of you, but also our good friend, the man who is driving the ship, if that's the correct term. Driving the
Uh,
ship, driving the car, the captain of the ship, Alex Murray. Alex, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm driving the ship with what motors, or are we doing sails on this thing?
Whatever you want. Whatever
I
you
can do
want, my
sails.
friend.
I'll do sails. They're more peaceful. Let's do that. Either way, it's going good. It's been a good day. Been productive. Glad to sit down, chat with you, see what we can do about this Reds team.
Yes.
Maybe see if we can make another trade. Hint, 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 hint. Wink, wink. Maybe something. We'll see.
Well, lots of trade opportunities. Lots of trade opportunities. I'm just glad that we're all here tonight, ready to have a good time. It is the regular season, and after uh, a whole lot of blood, sweat, and tears, Alex, I think is the right thing to say. Like
That's the way to say it.
we're here, right? We
Oh
made it.
yeah.
We made it. Now the question is, are you going to let me actually get to the regular season,
Oh
or
yeah.
are we still just going to be making trades and making deals and doing all sorts of other
No, 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 no.
craziness?
We have for today. We're gonna do a lot of different things in terms of covering our backs for opening day. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff that's gonna happen on opening day. We're gonna get a lot of emails. We'll want to review a lot of things, make sure we feel comfortable with the team the way it is. But we only have two optional trades today, and those are optional. They're not required. They are ones that we can think about for a second, and if we don't like them, we don't have to do them. So
Okay.
do you want to do the podcast real fast while I get everything else around?
Yeah, sure. That sounds great. So, hey, speaking of the podcast that Alex is talking about, the latest Out of the Park Now is live. It came out today, and it features our good friend Matt Arnold talking all about the new scouting and drafting features in the upcoming Out of the Park Baseball 21. Alex, I'm not sure if you were aware, but Out of the Park Baseball 21 is coming out on March 20th. Were you aware of that?
That's news to me.
Yes.
That's so soon. Oh my gosh.
March 20th, it is just around the corner. Out of the Park Baseball 21. You can pre order it today, and you'll get 10% off. The latest Out of the Park Now, we talked to Matt all about scouting and drafting in Out of the Park Baseball 21. It's great. It's really good. The reaction from the community has been tremendous, which has been a whole lot of fun. We're excited about all of that stuff, and of course, we'll be doing all of that all season long as we take our Big Rich Machine from Out of the Park Baseball 20 into Out of the Park Baseball 21. So
Oh yeah. Yeah,
good
I'm
stuff in
really
there.
excited about all the new scouting stuff that we've done and additions to the game. It's gonna make the game so much more fun.
And in addition to Out of the Park Now, we also have the Kevin Kennedy Show. The Kevin Kennedy Show is the second podcast in the Out of the Park Baseball Network, and I get to talk to Kevin Kennedy. Yes, the guy who was the manager of the Texas Rangers. You know, he managed guys. You may have heard of these guys. Guys named Nolan Ryan, guys named Jose Canseco, guys named Rafael Palmero. Guys like that. And then he managed the Boston Red Sox, won a division with the Red Sox in the mid '90s. This guy's the real deal. He's awesome. So check
Yeah.
out the Kevin Kennedy Show too. All right, Alex, we got our work cut out for us, don't we?
Oh, we do.
We got all
Oh
sorts of good
gosh.
stuff going on here tonight.
Yeah. I think the first thing I want to do, though, if you can take us into the game, I actually
Yes.
would like us to go to the manager's office.
Okay.
Um, and we'll start there. And I want to see if this transferred over correctly. It did not. Bummer. Okay. I had customized the manager's office a little bit on my end to make it a little bit more streamlined for what we're going to be looking at in terms of information and players and the full entire system that we would prefer to see on this page. But that's okay. That's something that I'll probably post in the Discord of what my setup looks like, and maybe I'll have you do that offline mode, and we'll try to get that fixed on your end, so
Sure.
it kind of reflects what we're looking for. I've changed it around so that way we lose the goals tab in the bottom left. The team schedule goes there. We lose the personal info page because you don't really need that. Even the team finances page goes away. I added in the division graph and then our team top prospects instead. So I did some minor work on that, and it looks a lot better. It's a cleaner interface at that point.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But there are a few things we need to go over before we get started with any work on our end. We have made a few changes with the understanding that we are moving this game into OOTP 21 when it is,
Yes.
I'm assuming, launched.
Yes.
Unless we can get the beta version when the beta is a public beta, we might be streaming during that period. If we are, maybe we'll look at doing that. But otherwise, when it is released, we will be swapping this game over to OOTP 21. And with that in mind, we have increased the roster sizes to 26 from the original 25 in order to reflect the changes that are happening.
Yes, and that is in the MLB league settings, right?
That is correct. If you were to go to MLB and then go to league settings and then go to rules, the rules tab is where you'd be able to see your active roster size. You may also notice that we've changed the expanded roster size, which would normally have been, I believe, 40. And we have now changed it down to 28, which is what 2020 will be also reflecting in modern baseball as well.
Fabulous.
Don't think there was any other changes. We can't do the three-pitcher minimum or three-batter minimum, so unfortunately that's not an option for us in 20.
Yep. Got to wait till Out of the Park Baseball 21. It's going to be right there, right in that little spot right there.
There was a moment this morning where I was like, could we troll chat and just be like, launch 21 and have our game there and be like, oh, wait, this is the wrong version, and then jump back to 20.
Right.
But that would have been mean. I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
We also have made a couple of reflective changes in regard to what MLB has done to the Houston Astros organization. We will not be mentioning details, but just rest assured, what reflected in real life has been done in our game. So in addition to the original changes we did back a couple streams ago, taking away the personnel that had gotten laid off by their organizations, we have done additional things on top of that MLB has likewise done in real life. So that has happened. And then the last thing that has happened that we have made changes in semi-commissioner mode-ish kind of a thing to do. If you go to MLB and go to news, it should be the top news article at this point.
Oh, yes. The great Larry Walker who was truly one of the best to play the game today, was enshrined into the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame with 76.6% of the writers' ballot votes, just enough to get him in, and that's all that matters.
Yes, we have decided, well, I decided and Rich agreed that we should reflect the changes of what happened with the Hall of Fame voting, even though technically we also had, who else did we have join the Hall of Fame? That was Barry Bonds. Yeah, we actually had Barry Bonds become a Hall of Famer in our simulation. We also added in Larry Walker just to do a nod to his actual Hall of Fame induction in real life. I feel like we'd be remiss if we didn't do that at least.
Very good.
Okay. So that was just some of the stuff we needed to get out of the way before we get started today, just so that way anybody who asks questions down the road about why something is a certain way, we have answers for that.
Very good.
Let me run you past the two optional last-second trades that we have before we hit opening day.
Wow, we're going from spring training to opening day with two potential deals.
Yes. Because of the money that we got back with the Moustakas deal, a lot of teams are actually willing to trade us some of their higher-paid players who are not as good for very little. One of these people is on the Arizona Diamondbacks organization. So if you want to head over to the Diamondbacks from the trade window, so if you go to MLB transactions and head over to the player trade tab, we'll want to go to the Arizona Diamondbacks. And we are interested in picking up Madison Bumgarner.
What?
Yeah. And this is, again, these are optional trades. We don't have to agree to these trades. They're not even, I would consider them not very much steals as much as they are just depth moves for our organization.
Well, I mean, Bumgarner's getting paid a lot of money.
He's getting paid $13.2 million. So we would be taking on a lot of contract for him. We could make the D-backs retain about 30%, I believe, of his contract. Yeah. They would take 30% of his contract. The reason why we would even think about doing this deal, he'll be on the spring training roster. The only reason why we would even think about doing this deal is because DeSclafani has had an absolute terrible spring training. And if we aren't feeling confidence in DeSclafani, this is an option where we could spend the rest of our money that's available and bring on a veteran starting pitcher who also is left-handed, because we don't actually have any lefties in our starting rotation right now, to fill our fifth starting rotation spot. That would actually knock DeSclafani off of our rotation. Now, again, that's only if we are not, confident in DeSclafani's ability to actually pitch for us. I don't feel like as if this is a necessary move. We don't have to do this. This is just a move that might be able to give us a veteran presence who's also, I believe, a fan favorite. He's locally popular. He would give us a bit of a fan interest boost as well. And if we can make the D-backs take on some of his contract, he would actually be worth it. We even looked into signing him during the regular season. I think we offered him like $9 million, which is pretty much what we'd end up paying for him, with the D-backs keeping about $4 million of his contract.
David brings up a good point. This would be another deal of a trade of a free agent signee, which would really not be allowed.
Exactly.
You're really gaming the system here, aren't you, Alex?
Well, we could just make the excuse that, it was a sign-and trade. The D-backs signed him, and then, we traded for him just a little bit later. Actually, I think technically because he's played for the team for all of March, I think he actually would pass as a tradable player at this stage. It's a month period that you have to have a player in your organization playing before you're allowed to consider trading them. But yes, this would be another deal that would probably fall under the not possible to do list. And again, we don't have to do this deal. It's just that I'm not.
Well, who are we trading for him?
We would end up trading away Blake Trahan and Alex Blandino, two of our AAA utility players, not expected to make the big leagues this year.
Well, so if you put it that way, right?
So we're giving up nothing for him, and the
D-backs nothing for Madison
taking.
Bumgarner. I'd be an idiot not to do it.
That's
right?
the case where it's like, okay, so we could pick up a expensive, aging veteran left-handed but very good fan favorite starting pitcher who could knock a very poorly underperforming number 5 starting pitcher off of our rotation. He would give us just a little bit of a difference in our starting rotation at this point. And those players will be found in AAA, I believe. They are not considered prospects as they are too old.
I can't find them. I looked in prospects. I looked in AA. Who was it? Blandino?
This is going to be Alex Blandino and Blake Trahan. They should be in AAA.
I mean, what you're doing here is making it so I'm going to have to get with Matt after the show and be like, dude, you got to stop Alex from doing this. Like,
he's killing us.
This is not right. This is not right.
Yep. So they would also retain 30% of Madison Bumgarner.
Of course.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they?
Oh, of course they would. And the reason being is the D-backs want to, they don't want to pay him that much, even though he technically is worth that much. It would just be, us taking on, I believe it's 3 years of Bumgarner, I think.
Well,
No, four. 4 years. Oof.
The general manager is asking if this is a joke, so I hope you have some other plans.
Oh, he thinks it's a joke. Try 20% then.
All right, that's it. It went from a joke to done deal in 10%.
It's all about the money for some teams, especially for small organizations like Arizona. Having a couple $1 million taken off, which in this case it's 1.4, but still, that just means the world to them when you're trying to have them retain a lot of a player who they're never going to see pitch on their organization ever again. So that would be a bit rough for us. We would pretty much lose all of the money that was designated towards Moustakis, and we would be giving it to Bumgardner for about 4 years.
I don't want to do this deal.
No?
Nah.
Okay. We don't have to.
I don't want to not do it, but I don't want to do it if that makes any sense. Like, what's
No,
the other deal you're thinking
totally
about?
understand. The
What's the
other
other
deal
deal
is a prospect deal involving the Boston Red Sox.
Okay. What's that?
So this deal involves the Boston Red Sox, and they would be giving us Bobby Dahlbeck, who is a third base prospect of theirs. He's probably still on the spring training roster right now.
What's his last name?
Dahlbeck. That's D-A-L-B-E-C. And if he's not on the spring training roster, he's probably on their prospects list.
Yep, there he is. Dahlbeck and who?
Dahlbeck, and we're also going to be adding on Zach Schellinger. That's a S-C-H last name. And I think he's also part of the prospects list. Dahlbeck, I believe, is a top 100s prospect.
Okay.
Very, very good third baseman. He's almost MLB ready, too, which is why we're trying to think about getting him.
And who are we giving up for this guy?
The people giving up for this deal is going to be, unfortunately, Forrest Wall. We just picked him up, but he's also excellent trade bait. And we have Madrigal, who's our second base prospect, so Forrest Wall's not going anywhere.
So who is
Wall,
it? Who
it's
is
a
it?
Forrest Wall, W-A-L-L.
Okay.
Yeah,
There it
Schellinger
is.
is good. Schellinger has some good potential for a relief pitcher. Now, that won't make the deal work, unfortunately. We also have to have, I think Corey Thompson is the person that I added on to make it work.
Okay.
But you could do the make this work now and see what they would demand for it if you'd like to.
Now, why is there a padlock around some of these guys?
Some of the people have padlocks because I have disabled having them be called up or sent down. They are needing time at these levels to get them some more development.
I did not know that.
Yes. You can right-click on a player, and if you go... Whoop, I think the stream's going down for a second on my end. There we go.
Okay.
If you right-click on a player and go to transaction, you can, at the bottom, right above release player, you can either enable or disable AI demotions and promotions.
Okay.
So what this means is if you have the computer doing all of the minors promotions and demotions, which if you go to your manager options, you can set that up so the CPU will manage all your minors while you manage the majors up in the top. This will disable them from moving or enable them from moving. So if you want someone to stay at a position for the full season, turn this on. It'll keep them at that place, and they won't move.
Okay.
So it's a good option if you want more manual control over your minors. Because we have so many good minor league prospects, they need to not get pushed too hard. If they go to AAA and they get burned, we could lose a lot of good development on these players, and that's not a good sign.
Okay. All right. So we're going to do this deal.
This deal's not bad. We're giving up two minor up-the-middle prospects for a very decent third base prospect and a very decent closing prospect. So I would definitely do this deal at least. Yeah.
All right, we did it.
Okay.
All right.
So we're gonna say no to the Bumgarner deal, which is fine by me. I think we can still hope and expect Desclafani to turn it around in the
Yes.
regular season.
Yes.
And if we did in fact get Bumgarner, that was going to be the next question: is where does Desclafani go? Because we don't really want to shove him into the bullpen. He is a starter by default. So we already have Martez and Cabrera in the bullpen right now. We kept them both. We're going to be using them as long relievers, emergency starters, and middle relief pitchers. So I guess the next thing we should probably do is review our opening day rosters.
Yes,
so
let's do that.
Let's do that. So I may have gone ahead and done a whole bunch of sending people down that were either not ready to pitch in the majors or play in the majors or had really, really bad spring trainings. So you can always make changes to this if you want to, Rich. If you feel like as if someone isn't quite what you were expecting or isn't ready, you can always make an adjustment to this. But let's start with the pitching, if you want to go there first. And you are. Good. Awesome. So our rotation looks as follows. We're going to be having Gray, Severino, Castillo, Alzolay, and Desclafani.
5 righties.
A lot of righties.
5 righties.
Yeah, it's going to be a right-handy, major, heavy right rotation for us this year, unfortunately, which I'm not exactly fond of, but at the same time, we do have Genesis Cabrera in the bullpen. If we feel like as if Anthony Desclafani starts to have issues, we could pull him out and put Genesis Cabrera in. So we do have left-handers in the bullpen. Of course, we have Miller and Moya. They can come in to do lefty specialist work if they have to. But, yeah, our bullpen is as follows. We'll have Martinez closing for the season. Miller, one of our Rule 5 draft people, is actually going to remain with us. He will be a sub-setup / specialist kind of pitcher. It'll be interesting to see how we want to use him during the course of the season. We're hoping that he doesn't have control problems. If he continues to do well like he did in spring training, he did 6 innings of work for us in spring training, had a 15.9 K per 9 innings. He looked very, very good. He did give up about 5 walks. He had about 5 walks or so, I believe, but his control was good enough that he got out of trouble. He only gave up like 1 hit, I believe, during spring training, so it was pretty good. Do you have any questions about this bullpen or the rotation at all, Rich? It is your organization, so if you feel
my
like
organization. I mean,
if you want to have Desclafani 4th and put Alzolay 5th, since he is a rookie, we could always do that.
Alzolay, if anything, I want him 3rd. I mean, he was incredible.
I would probably give the 3rd spot to Castillo just because he likewise had a pretty good spring, and he is expected to be more reliable than Alzolay, just for now. That would be at least my advice. If you want to do that, you can, but I would let Alzolay prove that he can actually pitch in the regular season, and then maybe we can look at that. Because, if he really develops well, Alzolay is considered, I think he's considered a 3.5-star prospect. No, he's just a 3-star prospect by OSA. But he could develop into something really nice for us, and that would be a lot of fun to see him do that.
All right, I'm down. That's good.
Okay, awesome. Let me see. Let's go to lineups then. We'll review the hitters really quickly, and then we should be good to go, I think, up to opening day. Yeah, so hitters are going to be pretty straightforward. We aren't going to see any really big changes. We are going to have Victor Reyes start in left field. He was the best available outfielder. And the reason why I don't want Almora or Hamilton starting is because they don't know how to play left field yet. So unfortunately, Reyes is the only person who's actually ready to go for that position. Our hope and dreams is to get Alzolay and Hamilton playing time in left field so they could back up Reyes if they have to. I'd also like to see Hamilton and Almora play right field because they don't know how to play right field either, and if Betts goes down, it'd be good to have backups. So hopefully we can use both of those backup outfielders to be able to give relief to both of those, or all three of those positions. Hamilton is on the team only because of his speed and defense. That's pretty much the only reason why he actually makes the cut for the opening day. Otherwise, he would have probably been sent down to AAA and probably released in about a month because he would want to be on a major league ball club, and he'd never accept that. So that's the only reason why we're going to start with two outfielders, is because Billy Hamilton is really good as a pinch runner, and he also has better defense than Almora, but Almora's our best pinch hitter, basically. I think he is, at least. He's fourth in the list, but I consider him to be one of our better pinch hitters. He's more developed. He's ready to go. He's got a little bit higher potential in terms of hitting than some of our other players do. I think technically Hamilton is considered our number one pinch hitter, but I would only have him bunt. I probably wouldn't have him pinch hit to swing. So I'd have him do sacrifice bunting jobs. I'd have him do pinch running jobs. And he would still see plenty of playing time, but I'm not expecting him to go out and try to, hit a double or a home run. That's not what he's going to do. Thero Estrada is going to back up second, third, and short. That's the idea. If he needs to, I think he's been playing all three positions in spring training, so he has a little bit of play time at third base now, so he can slot in at third if he needs to.
You've got Joey Votto hitting second against righties and hitting 8th against lefties.
Yes. If you go to Joey Votto's ratings tab, so if you go to Joey Votto himself and then go to his ratings tab, you'll notice that he's terrible against left-handed pitchers. Really, really bad against left-handed pitchers. So unfortunately, he's really good against righties, but he would be not very good against lefties for us. So it's much more optional for us to have Senzel go out against lefties, who he's actually better against. And with Senzel's contact, the potential contact that Senzel has, he'll basically be the same thing that Votto would be against righties, but against lefties. So we're going to do a little bit of a split in the lineup depending upon who's good against lefties and righties. I think Votto's the only person in our lineup who is a full-on left-handed batter, though. So he's the only person that's going to actually have any reason to not be high on the list against lefties.
Right.
Everyone else should be fine.
All right. What else is there left to do before we can finally play some baseball?
Gosh, I think that's about it. I think we're good to simulate all the way up to opening day at this point.
Here we go. Let's do it. We're going to finish today.
Yep.
And then, what am I going to do after I finish today?
We're going to go all the way till it says opening day and our first Major League ball game with this team.
Here we go. Here we go. Player development update.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I'm actually very curious to see how this looks. Okay.
Right.
So, Helsley gets improvements. Votto sees improvements. Good. Yoshioka. Ooh, the I rating drops down. That's not good. But that's okay. That's okay. I like to see him get the overall and potential ratings improved to 3.5 stars. That's good. That is as a second baseman, but that will translate okay over to third base as well. You will notice that Carlos Martinez loses even more stamina, so even though we tried to kind of get that arm strength built up and stretch him back out to a starter, he's pretty much from now on going to be a relief pitcher. There's no going back for Carlos Martinez, unlike real-life Carlos Martinez.
Right.
Adames, nice. Adames had a good spring training. He increases to 4.5 stars for shortstop. Even though his rating for defense goes down, I like to see the contact going up to 55 and then potentially 65. That's really good to see.
Okay.
Almora got some good increases. Thero Estrada got good increases. Good to see Zach Houston getting some nice potential and current stuff increases. That's great. Dom Nunez, one of the people that we picked up as a free agent at the end of, or at the beginning of spring training, gets a bit of an increase right there. Brent Rooker gets a good increase. Very nice. I like to see that. Madrigal is definitely someone that OSA likes and our head scout is not as much of a fan of, so we're going to be holding out that our head scout warms up to Madrigal over the course of the next 2 years or so. Madrigal is expected to start in AAA, though.
Hold on 1 second there,
Yes.
Mr. Murray. I didn't say it before, but I'm going to say it now. I'm going to ask the question, does anybody want to win some perfect points?
Ooh, me.
Because we're going to give away some perfect points. What do you say, Alex?
I like that idea.
Let's do that. We are going to give away... We're going to give away 3 prizes of 25,000 perfect points each. How does that sound?
Nice.
Let's do that. 3 prizes of 25,000 perfect points. We are going to start that. Let's start that right now. Let's start it right now.
Let's start right now.
There you go. The giveaway is live.
Perfect.
All right, let's continue, Mr. Murray, shall we?
I'll try just to cover some of the people that are important to us. Like Yusniel Diaz, he gets good increases for center field. We're hoping that he continues to do well there. Tyler Stevenson looks pretty good. Like to see him getting up to 3 stars as a catcher. There's a potential down the road that we actually make him into a first baseman because he's so tall. He's like 6'4". He'd be an amazing first baseman. Nick Gordon getting some good increases, which is to be expected. He's much better than that, in my opinion. So that's good to see. Taylor Trammell getting some good development. Nice. Okay. All that money we're pumping into our player development is working out quite nicely so far. Now, this is just spring training, so you can see how some of these players are getting good development because, at least I like to assume it's because they've been playing in spring training. We are moving Trammell to left field, by the way, so that should get even better in terms of his overall and potential ratings.
Fantastic. I'm a huge proponent of investing in player development. Every single chance I can, I'll take it. I'll do it.
Absolutely. I don't see... Oh, Patrick Robbie's not bad. He's a top-tier prospect for us down in Class A Dayton right now.
And by the way, we have the second best minor league system in the world.
Oh, do we now?
Remember?
Oh, well, it might have updated because when we do the opening day, those get refreshed. So we might be first now. Lodolo. How did Lodolo do? I see movement increases. Good. Control increases. Good. Oh, I want to see if... Okay, that's good. I'll take the control and movement. I was hoping for a speed boost. But we'll have to see if he can increase his miles per hour over the course of the season. That'd be nice. Ooh, De La Cruz went down. That's not good. Ouch.
That's a shame.
That's a shame. He was a decent prospect. We were hoping for maybe some better development out of him, but that's okay. That's all right. All right, that looks like it's about the end of the list. Wendelin Bautista. I think he's supposed to be someone good, but I don't recall about that. But that's a pretty good player development update.
All right.
A lot of green, a lot of big name people getting green. So that's a good sign. A little worrisome about Madrigal getting a negative, but I think that's just the game kind of pulling him back a little bit. I think he'll be just fine as he continues to develop in our AAA system right now. So
all right.
I don't have any concerns about that yet.
All right.
Do you have a mail piece about... oh, no, you haven't gotten to opening day yet, so you won't have that yet.
Nope.
All right, yeah. You can go ahead and continue one more day. I noticed that Tanner Schlebora did not sign with us, so you know what? That's a shame. It's okay. He was just another of those free agent, last-second players we tried to grab. That is of no consequence for us to not sign him. That is okay. Okay, so it's going to go ahead and do the predictions for the season. If you want to review those, we can. I'm more interested in what the owners' season expectations are for us, since that is one of the things that we have to be able to hit. Is
stay
whatever
close to a even record is all we have to do. We're going to destroy that. We're going to win this division, Alex.
I love the confidence.
Yeah,
you have a high chance of winning this division, actually. It'll be tough with the Cubbies having Cole, but I think we can.
I think we can too.
Can you check the top 100 prospect list? I want to see how high Madrigal gets listed.
I don't see him on there.
Oh no! Oh, he's on the list. Yeah,
oh no,
he was.
he was there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Oh
missed
my
him. He's number 8.
gosh! Look at
Number
those
8.
White Sox. Good grief! Good grief! 1 and 2. How on earth do you get first and second? Oh well. We'll fire our scouting director later.
Wow, you are harsh.
It's okay. He just didn't find Jeff first. If we had found Jeff Furyk first, we would have been very happy. But glad to see Nick Madrigal at 8th. That's a good spot for us. Can you go back to that top 100 prospects list? I'd like to see what our minor league, what is it called? Our top minor league development system.
Yep, we're number 2.
Number 2. Let me guess. The Rays?
Yep.
Yeah, it's the Rays.
And the White Sox are number 3.
How many points first and second gets you? The White Sox have nobody but first and second, and that gets them 122 points just for having the top 2 prospects in baseball.
There you go.
And we even took away Madrigal and Roberts from them. That would have been even higher. They would have been flat out loud first if we hadn't grabbed those 2 guys. So, oh well, it's what happens. If you go to MLB at the top, is there a preseason predictions?
There is.
Let's double check that really fast because that's going to be interesting to see what MLB thinks about us. So what does it say?
They say that we are going to finish 84 and 78, 7 games behind the Cubs.
Would that be in line for a wild card game?
It would.
It
would. We would play the Mets in the mile. If I'm reading this correctly, I can't.
Yeah,
right?
You're right.
Yeah,
play
because
against the
we're
Mets.
519. They would be the number 1 wild card. At 525, we're the second.
And
Because there's no, we would beat the Rays by 1.
Yeah, and I think we can easily beat 84 wins. I think we can be probably around 87. 90 would be probably a bit of a stretch for us, but I think 87 wins is absolutely doable for this squad if it performs well.
Would you say 87?
87, yeah.
I'm
I think
going with 88 then. I'm saying 88.
Okay. I think the Cardinals and Pirates are going to do worse than 500. I think that's the reason why we can expect to do better.
Okay.
I don't see the Pirates doing 500 at all. They have no pitching. They should be destroyed by the Cubs, by the Reds, by us.
What's up with the Brewers?
I don't know what's up with the Brewers. Is it because of their pitching? Yeah, 810 runs against projected. That's a 4.83 average or ERA. That's in lieu of like the Colorado Rockies kind of bad pitching staff. So they're going to be relying on their hitting all season to win games.
What is up with that Rockies 4.98? Ouch.
Yeah,
that's my goodness gracious.
That's Coors Field for you right there. Although
I know. That's true.
Man, I think that 752 runs scored is actually low for the Rockies. They're almost always around 800, so that's actually a bit low in my opinion. Although they expect the Padres to do 78 and 84? No way. No way.
All right.
All right.
Let's play some baseball, right?
Let's do opening day, shall we?
All right. So what am I doing? I'm playing the game?
We're going to play against the Washington Nationals and Max Scherzer.
Let's do it.
Oh,
this is exciting. Oh, no. I still have a spring training invitee on the active roster.
Probably Hamilton.
Yes, Hamilton.
We need to add Hamilton to our 40-man roster because he's technically a spring training invitation. Oh, and we also have Martez and Alzolay. Uh-oh.
All right, what am I doing here?
Okay, so we have people on our Major League roster who are spring training invitations. They're people who actually are not on the 40-man roster right now. So that's Alzolay. Martez is also considered a spring training invitation. We also have Theodore Estrada. He's also on the invitation list. So we have 4 people who need to get added to our 30-man or 40-man roster spot, and we only have 2 spots left. So we're going to have to waive and designate some people for assignment to be able to get them all on our team.
Let's do it.
So now we got to think about who we want to designate for assignment. The first person that comes to mind is Raisel Iglesias. And for anybody who wonders why I would designate Raisel Iglesias, it's because he has a contract of $9 million and nobody is going to claim him. Nobody is going to claim Raisel. So if you can find Raisel, we will right-click on him or go to Actions, and we're going to go to Transactions, and we're going to waive and designate the player for assignment.
He's a good pitcher.
He's a decent pitcher, but he just gives up so many home runs and doubles and hits.
Okay.
If he can do well in AAA, I may call him back up. But for right now, I don't want him. And I would be more than happy to have someone take him and his $9 million away from us.
Okay, good point.
All right. The other person on the list I think we should probably designate for assignment is unfortunately going to have to be Van Meter. Josh Van Meter is probably the other person on that list that I think we should probably designate for assignment. Yeah. That's a tough one because he's been with us since we started the game. He's not a bad player, but he's just not good enough for us. So we'll waive and designate him for assignment. That'll open up the 4 spots we need. And we'll need to drag Martez. We also need to drag Estrada, Alzolay, and Hamilton onto the 40-man roster spot.
Now, where are they?
So they're gonna be on the spring training roster or the active roster. My apologies. So they'll be in the upper left one, and we just need to drag them into the top middle one, which is the 40-man.
So Alzolay.
Yep, Alzolay, Martez. You can just click and drag them. Yep, right into the 40-man. We should also need to add Estrada. So it's a good thing that we have 4 different people who were technically only invited to spring training actually make the major league team. That's a good sign of either good development or you're getting desperate. So in this case, it's good development. Don't worry, we're good.
All right, so Hamilton was the 4th, right?
Yes. Now,
Okay.
actually, good point, Nick. We actually have an extra roster space available to bring somebody up. So I did not plan for that, though. Let's bring up Alex Blandino from AAA.
All right.
He's on the 40-man roster already, so he's not going to cost us a roster spot.
Okay.
And he'll be our backup to Theodore Estrada, basically.
Okay.
That's probably who we're going to do, because I don't want to bring up somebody who needs development time, like an Austin Hayes or a Brent Rooker. I don't want to bring somebody up and then watch them just be on the bench the entire season. Blandino can be on the bench for all I care. He's probably not going to see a lot of playing time when we have Theodore Estrada. So just being honest, but he's just not going to see a lot of playing time.
No problem. Understood.
Okay, you should be good to go for opening day, though.
All right, let's try this again. Let's play the game versus Washington.
Yeah.
Opening day, we're finally here, Alex. It feels like it's been like 13 episodes to get here.
About 13, yeah. I think you're right on the hit the nail on the head with the 13.
So here's our lineup.
I'm curious to see how our lineup stacks up to Washington. Wow. Sonny Gray is a better starting pitcher than Max Scherzer by our head scout.
I
would have
with
to
that.
disagree as well. If you probably went to OSA, it would probably be all Max Scherzer.
Uh-huh.
Could you do the comparison by position instead of by lineup?
I don't. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, up at the top. If you change that, I don't know how much it's going to really change what it looks like. Because in the end, the Washington Nationals lost a lot of good players in the off season. They lost Zimmerman. They lost, of course, Rendon. They lost Scherzer. They picked up second baseman They picked up also a first baseman, Mitch Moreland. They picked up Brian Dozier to play second, but I noticed he's not playing second base right now. They picked up supposedly Pablo Sandoval to play third base instead of Rendon. I'd hate to be Sandoval right now. That's gotta be a no love situation right there.
Mm-hmm.
But as you can see, we actually are pretty closely comparable to Washington in terms of kind of what we're looking at.
Let's go win this game. What do you say?
Yeah, let's win this game.
All right. So what are we doing? Pitch by pitch, half inning by half inning? What are we doing here?
So I'm going to leave it up to you, Rich. I mean, you could do half innings if you wanted to. If you don't want to play the entire game, you can technically do the half innings again. We did that all the way through spring training. But if you'd rather have pitch by pitch or even just one click for the entire play, that's also something that I've done in the past. It's not bad.
Let's see how this goes going at bat by at bat here.
Perfect. Sounds good to me. Oh gosh, and you have no interface when you do stuff. Okay.
Oh, I don't have to have it that way.
No. Nice. No, I've never seen a streamer. Well, no, I've seen it before, but I don't normally see streamers disable the overlays when the action happens. Most have it up so they can read the live play-by-play. So I like that. I prefer to commentate as we go along.
All right, a nice start for Gray.
Nice.
Popping out the first two Nationals here in Cincinnati.
Perfect.
Looks like we're going 1, 2, 3 in the first. Well done, Sonny Gray.
Very nice. And a low amount of pitches, too. I like that.
Well done.
Woo, just barely getting that last guy out.
All right, so who do we got? We got Shinji Yoshioka, his first ever at bat, right? This is a big deal.
Come on, Yoshi. We're looking for a lot of singles, doubles, and walks with Yoshi. That's what we want to see.
There's the walk. That's a nice way to start.
Okay, let's see if this scheming plan of mine works. So Votto is going to put the ball in play, or he's going to walk. That is normally what Votto does.
Right.
Unfortunately, this could result in a double play, but we're hoping for a ball put in play and a single. That's what we're hoping for.
So I'm swinging away?
I would swing away at this point.
Okay.
He's got good eyes, so you could always be taking pitches as well.
Oh, there's a base hit up the middle. There you go.
Yes!
There we go.
And now we have the two people in our entire lineup that we want to have RBI chances for, and that is Betts and Pilar. That's right. Perfect. Now, Yoshioka and Votto are not fast. So unfortunately, we don't have speed at the top of our order, but we are going to play more like the Cardinals than they were World Series champions Cardinals. We're going to play singles-heavy baseball. The idea of monotonous single after single after single.
Mookie Betts in his first at-bat as a red hits it to deep left. He advances the runner, so he gets the runner from second to third with one out. That's good.
I'll take that.
Yep, that's what you need.
A little concerned about double play chance here now, but that's okay. That's okay.
And now here's Pilar. And Pilar pops out. Now there will not be a play at the plate. So now 2 outs for Senzel.
Okay, Senzel. Got to be a chance to pull through here. No. Okay, well that is almost the perfect result for what we're looking for from the top 5 or 6 batters in our lineup. Yoshioka, Votto get on base. Betts, Pilar, and Senzel get opportunities to drive them in. That's all we're looking for at this point. So that's good. I'll take that kind of an inning anytime I can. We made Scherzer work hard for it, and that's a good thing for.
That is very true.
Do not like to see Gray giving up walks, though. That's Not a good sign.
He has gotten the next 2 outs, though, on a pop fly and then a strikeout. So now here he is
Right?
against Suzuki. And he strikes out Suzuki.
Yeah.
Strong 2 innings from Sonny Gray.
You were saying Scherzer's better than Gray here, Rich?
Here's Buster Posey.
Posey is actually someone that I thought about putting higher up in the batting lineup because of his eye and contact ability, but resorted instead with using Votto and Senzel in the higher positions.
Victor Reyes. Is that an error? I think that'll be an error.
Ooh.
I think that'll be an error on the second baseman.
Oh yeah, that's got to be an error second baseman.
Oh no,
there.
they give him a single.
Single. Okay, sure.
All
we'll
right,
take
so that's
that.
good because that should get the. Oh no, Sonny Gray is up already. Gets the 8th spot. So now what do? Do I bunt here?
We'd bunt. Yeah, we would try to move him over, give Willie Adames a chance to drive him in. And Gray is not the best sack bunter, so.
But he gets the job done. Well done.
Yes.
Well done, Sonny Gray.
Against Max Scherzer of all people. Wow, that was a perfect bunt, in fact.
That was a perfect bunt down the line, and here is Willie Adames. Come on, Willie. Let's do this.
Come on, Adames. Make me proud.
And he strikes out. Okay.
Okay.
All
I
right,
mean,
come
it
on,
is
Sonny Gray.
Max Scherzer. What are we expecting? He's gonna
Good
strike
point.
out a lot of people, so that's okay. Again, we worked through a couple extra hitters. We didn't just go 1, 2, 3. We did a good job. We're making Max Scherzer work for it. That's what I love to see. And again, we now go right back to the top of the order. Chance to be able to tack on more opportunities to score runs. And Gray is working great.
Walks Eaton with 2 outs, though.
Ooh.
And now
Don't
that brings up Kendrick.
Guy.
Yeah, you don't be walking in because Kendrick can do some damage. And Kendrick gets a base hit up the middle.
Come on,
First
Gray.
and third, 2 outs. And here is Trey Turner.
Okay, they don't have Soto batting third. That's a relief, actually. Well, we'll see.
2 outs, first and third. Third inning, big spot. Come on, Sonny Gray. Strikes him out. That's how you do it.
There we go.
That's exactly
That's great
how you
against Turner. Turner almost always puts the ball in play, so that's good.
All right, bottom 3. Let's go. Top of the order.
Yep, now we get
with
to
a
lead
base
off
hit.
Yeah.
Yoshioka with the 1,000 on base percentage. Projecting. He's projecting to a 1,000 on base percentage. You realize that?
That'd be great. That's making that signing look so good. I'm so scared that signing just totally fails on us. But Yoshi has just
look
continued
at
to
Votto into the gap. It's a
That's
gapper for Joey Votto.
Come on, guys.
There we go. The plan is coming together. He slides into third with a triple.
Votto gets a triple off that?
Joey Votto gets a triple.
Get the man some oxygen.
Unbelievable. Nobody out. Votto on third. Mookie Betts at the plate. It's madness, folks. They're going crazy in Cincinnati.
Wow.
Mookie Betts steps up and drills one. That's going to drive in a run.
Nice.
It's 2-0 Reds.
Oh.
Nice. I like it a lot. 2-0, bases empty, 1 out. A very productive bottom of the third so far. Pilar will line out to right.
One of the best parts about this lineup as well is once you get past Betts, anybody can start another rally. Senzel, Pilar, Posey, Reyes, all good on-base hitters. They'll put the ball in play. They'll get on base if they can. So once you get past Betts, you can still continue to put runners on the bases. Even though we didn't do it right there. But that's the general gist, is that anybody can get on base.
Indeed they can. All right. Top of the fourth. Sonny Gray doing his thing. Strikeout. Sandoval. So now here's Moreland.
1, 2, 3. Come on, Gray. 1, 2, 3.
And Moreland, weak grounder to shortstop. It is 2-0. Heading to the bottom of the fourth.
Nice. All right. So by about the fifth or sixth inning, we're going to want to start monitoring Gray in terms of his pitch count. Wow, Scherzer's only done 3 innings and he has 45 pitches.
Ripped down the line. Absolutely ripped down the line. Was that Sonny Gray who got that hit?
No, that was Buster Posey.
I was going to say that wasn't Gray. I thought Gray for a second. Buster Posey rips a double down the line.
There you go.
Oh, my.
Yeah, if Posey comes out and has a really good year, he may end up batting 4th or 5th, depending upon what we think about him.
Reyes, I thought he was going to get him over to third, but he does not. So now here's Sonny Gray. All right, we're going to bunt again, right? 1 out, get the guy to third.
I'd actually have Sonny Gray swing away. Okay. I don't think you'd get Posey to third on this kind of a play.
Yeah,
he's not
plus
fast.
there's no point to being on third with 2 outs.
Yeah, a single with, 2 outs or, on second base, he's going to run no matter what, so. Yep, and he'll strike out.
Yep, Adames not lighting it up so far, but okay. All right, so Gray has thrown 55 pitches through 4, and he's got a 2-0 lead.
That's a good amount. That's working to go about 7 or 8. So let's hope he can keep going and do a good job.
All right, that's a nice way to start with a ground ball out to Suzuki. Now here's Scherzer. This should be up and down, bing, bang, boom. There we go. Strikeout. And now Victor Robles. And he strikes out. Sonny Gray is on fire.
Looking like our ace.
Absolutely on fire.
Nice.
One of the best parts. Scherzer has only thrown 56 pitches, but he's given up 2 runs and 5 hits. Here's Yoshioka up for the 3rd time. He is got a walk and a single, and this time he's on base again. Is that going to be a hit or an error is the question. And that is a hit. Yoshioka 2 for 2 with a walk.
He's putting it right between fielders. I love it.
He's the early favorite for the MVP of the league.
That would be great if we could make an MVP out of an international signing like him.
By the way, we're going to end the giveaway in about 5 minutes here. A little less than 5 minutes. All right, here is Mookie Betts. Mookie 0 for 1 today.
I think he had a walk in the 1st inning, I think.
Mookie puts good wood on it, but he's right at the left fielder. 2 outs. And here's Pilar. And Pilar also pops, well, this time a pop-up, but also to left field. And there we go. It is 2-0 through 5.
Okay.
Sonny Gray's going back out there. 67 pitches. He is teetering in the yellow. And now it's the 3rd time through the lineup. So we got to probably be a little smart here, right?
Got to be a little smart.
It's the 6th inning. He's thrown 67 pitches. Do we want to get somebody warming up in the bullpen yet?
Yes. Let's get Jared Miller up in the bullpen. If Gray has a bad inning here, we do not want him going up against Juan Soto with runners on base. I'd love to see him do fine and not get in any trouble here. But if we're going to face off against Soto, Sandoval, and Moreland, we want a left-handed pitcher ready.
How do I warm him up? What am I doing wrong here?
We don't have the bullpens turned on, do we?
I guess not.
So do you want to turn that on or do you want to keep it turned off?
No, let's turn that on.
Okay, if you go to options, it should be one of the, it's either that, it should be in the options, I believe. Should be a active bullpen option, I believe.
I don't know.
Oh, you have to go back to the substitutions screen, I believe. Or game options, yeah. If you go to game options, we can't change it back. Okay, we'll have to change that back in the next game, unfortunately.
That's fine. All right, so we'll just keep on playing. Yep, absolutely.
Just mentally picture it, chat. We have started warming up Jared Miller.
Oh, bunt attempt. Gray gets him. All right, very good.
Nice.
All right,
so that's Yoshioka making the play. Is that correct, or is that Gray?
That was Gray. Now here's Kendrick.
Oh, good.
Kendrick strikes out. Sonny Gray on fire.
Good.
Again, this is the third time through the lineup. This is the hardest to get him out. He's got him, and he strikes out Trey Turner. My goodness, Sonny Gray.
Oh,
Wow.
that is awesome.
Wow. Okay, so now you got Senzel, Posey, and Reyes. We're going to have a decision to make if Gray comes up. What do we do?
I would probably.
Senzel strikes out. Here's Posey. Posey rips a single.
Oh boy, he's going to make this difficult for us.
He is going to make this difficult because this is not going to be a double play. Victor Reyes is going to probably rip a single. Oh, no, he does hit into a double play. Will you look at that? Oh, no, they don't get to. They do not get to. Now here's Gray.
Gray is fast.
Gray is up. Oh, no, there was an error or something. My goodness. Now there's man on first and second with one out. And Sonny Gray.
First and second.
First and second, one out. Sonny Gray.
Do you want to do a sacrifice bunt?
Yeah. Why not, right? I don't want to pinch hit for him. I want to keep pitching him, right? He's got another inning.
Oh, be back?
I'm back. I didn't go anywhere. I say we I say I'm gonna bunt him.
Okay. Let's go with the bunt approach.
And he puts down another nice bunt. Oh, they go to third. I don't think they got him. They didn't get him. Bases. Wait, what? Double play. My goodness. I have no idea what happened, but it wasn't good. But that's all right. All right. All right, Sonny Gray, you have the 77 pitches. What's going on now? Facing one of the best hitters in baseball. Strikes him out.
Good.
Here's Sandoval. He goes down swinging. Sonny Gray is mowing him down. Here's Moreland. There it is. 3 consecutive strikeouts. My goodness. My goodness gracious.
It's just too much for the string to handle, though.
Oh, really? No problems? We have problems?
Uh-oh. Let me see. I think we're getting better. I think we're okay now.
Okay. Hopefully we are. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it was just chugging along there for a second. But good. Three strikeouts for the top of the 7th for Gray. That's great. So.
My goodness. Unbelievable. All right.
Okay.
So let's do the giveaway winners right now. What do you say? And
let's do that. Yeah.
We'll finish this up. All right, let's do it, folks. We are going to stop the giveaway in the next 10 seconds. So you got 10 seconds, and then we'll do that. All right. Meanwhile, let's get Adamas to get on base for us, or to strike out. Yoshioka has not failed to reach base, and he will not reach base this time, but that's okay. I think it was 3 for 4 today, or 2 for 3. And now here is Vato. Joey Votto rips one to right. And that is a home run. Joey Votto with the home run.
Woo-hoo!
Home run, Joey Votto. Boom.
Cycle Votto? Cycle?
Wow, he's got a triple and a home run. You're right.
Does he have a single as well?
I don't know, but we can find out.
Let's see. What has he done today so far? He had 2 hits before that homer, so I think he already has the single. All he needs is a double, I'm pretty sure.
Let's see. I can look at the box score, right?
Yeah, you can go to the box score and see really fast.
Yeah, so Votto is 3 for 4.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got a double and a home run. And a triple, right? Doesn't he have a triple?
Oh, was it a double with a bad fielding error?
I guess so, yeah.
Bummer. That would have been great if it had been a triple.
Right.
Because That would have been the hardest thing for Votto to get.
Right, exactly,
So
exactly.
we'll have to look at the game logs and see what happened on that double, because I bet you someone botched the ball in the outfield or something, and Votto advanced to third on an error. Although that didn't get recorded as an error, so that's interesting. We'll have to look at that.
All right. Meanwhile, let's do the giveaway. We are done. We're closing it out. The winners tonight. By the way, all the winners, all you need to do to claim your 25,000 perfect points is just hit me up on Discord. All right. So the winners tonight are number 1, Matrim. I believe a multi-winner. Congratulations, Matrim.
Good job, Matrim.
The next winner is OMG Puppies 13. Fantastic.
Because why couldn't we let puppies win? Come on.
Right. And the third and final winner is Dangerous Dean. What's going on, Dangerous Dean? Well done, sir. There we go. There's our 3 winners. 25,000 perfect points. All right. Let's keep playing baseball. This is exciting. Top of the 8th. We're up 3-0. Gray's still pitching.
He's got 12 strikeouts. That's ridiculous.
There's a ground ball to short. 5 outs away. 5 outs away. 1 hit so far.
There is a very good chance that he goes the complete
innings,
game.
1 hit, 2 walks, 12 strikeouts. Here is Joyce. Pinch hitter. Scherzer's out.
He's done. All right.
Joyce
How many pitches?
Strikes out. That's 13 strikeouts.
Nice. How many pitches is Gray at, though, right now?
He is at 96. 96. Here is Victor Robles.
It's going to be tough.
This is going to be tough. Robles strikes out.
Yes!
14 strikeouts.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow. All right, 3-0. Bottom 8. Here's Pilar. Come on, let's get some insurance. Why not?
Get us one more. One more, please. Put us out of safe position.
Oh, down the line. That's going to get in. That's a hit. Leadoff single.
Nice.
All right. Senzel. Oh, that's a double play ball. That's too bad. All right, and here's Buster Posey. All right, Posey grounds out to second. All right, come on, Sonny Gray. Come on, Sonny Gray.
In our minds, we are warming up Carlos Martinez just in case. This is the
4th time through the lineup now. We're only up 3. One base runner, and I get freaked out. Here's Eaton. Eaton strikes out. That's number 15.
15.
Unbelievable.
Oh, come on, Gray. Come on.
Unbelievable. All right. Here's Howie Kendrick. Kendrick, ground ball base hit up the middle. Only the second hit. What do you do?
I keep him in for one more batter.
Boy.
If Turner gets on, we got to think about having a lefty specialist against Soto.
I agree. Here's Turner. Come on, double play. Give me he strike him out. Number 16.
Yes, 16.
Number 16.
Okay, you can go against Soto then. Worst that happens, it's a 2-run homer.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, Gray.
Soto with the base hit.
Oh, come on.
There's no way there's no way I'm taking him out against Sandoval.
Sandoval? Come on.
Absolutely. He's pitching to Sandoval, no doubt. No doubt he's pitching to him. Come on, get Sandoval out. Let's end this. Oh no. Oh good. It's popped out right field. Sonny Gray, complete game. Shutout.
Yes.
Unbelievable. 3-hit shutout on opening day of the defending champs. Oh my gosh, puppies.
That feels good.
Wow. Fantastic. 3-hit shutouts. Struck out 16. Come on.
And I'm pretty sure 2 of those hits were in that last inning. Soto and Kendrick.
You're right.
On base. So it was a 1-hit shutout going into that 9th inning. So
yes, it
great,
was.
Marvelous performance.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Wow.
go to the box score real fast. I want to see what Gray's pitch score was for this day. If you go to the bottom, I believe you'll see a pitch score. I believe. Wow, you got achievements for that and everything. Nice.
Yeah. 119 pitches, 81 strikes.
So his game score was a 95. That's great. That's fantastic.
Meanwhile, Max Scherzer on paper, right? 7 innings, 8 hits, 3 earned, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. Not bad by any stretch.
Yeah.
But got out-dueled. I mean, the game said it at the start. It said Sonny Gray is better than Max Scherzer.
It has
Maybe
the
we should pay
advantage.
attention.
That performance from Gray for 16 strikeouts, by the way, ties the Cincinnati Reds regular season game record
Wow.
for strikeouts in a game, which is 16. Wow. We could have made a new Reds record on our first game as GM.
Wow.
Oh, that would have been great.
Fantastic. Look at that. Well done.
And not even just Gray. Votto had a great day.
Yes.
Going 3 for 4.
Yep.
Perfectly placed as the number 2 hitter to keep the rallies going and to drive people in. Getting himself on base. He scored twice, drove in 2. That's a great day for Votto right there.
I think it's safe to say that the Cincinnati Reds are going to win the World Series. I think it's pretty obvious, right? That's where we're going. That's what's happening.
If what it takes is, beating the previous World Series champions, then yeah,
In one game,
absolutely.
then absolutely. We did it. There it is. Done.
Oh, gosh, that was great. That was a fantastic opening day.
That was great.
Oh,
Well done. We did it. We did it.
I don't think
we
that
got
could have
here.
gone any better.
It couldn't. What's going to happen this season? Are we going to do it? I think we're going to do it.
I think we're going to do it.
I think we're
Oh,
going to
yeah.
do it. All right. Well, I think, my friends, that is the stream. Alex, once again, fantastic work. Thank you very much for all that you do for this. Thank you to everybody who's out there tonight. This was a lot of fun. Congratulations.
Yeah. Can we check and see about that Votto double really fast?
Yeah. What do I do? Go to the schedule to look at that?
Yeah.
Pull that up?
Yeah, I'm curious what happened about that double really fast. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt the outro.
No, that's fine. What inning was that?
That was the first inning. The first? No, not the first inning. That was the third inning, I believe. Because Yoshi got a single, I think, and then Votto hit a triple, and I'm putting quotation marks around that triple. I'm curious to see why.
So it says runner from third tries for home, safe throw by center fielder to trail.
He advances on the throw.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay. Bummer. Okay. All right. So unfortunately, that would have been a triple if they hadn't thrown home and he had still tried to go for 3, but I don't think he would have made it at that point. So that's fine.
All right. So I went ahead to the and I skipped ahead one more day just to where we would pick up the next game. We got a couple of messages real quick. Miami, San Diego, and San Francisco have all claimed Josh Van Meter, as have Atlanta. So
okay, I was not expecting us to be able to keep Van Meter. He's too good as a backup player for a lot of teams to let him go through. So that's okay.
All right. So anyway, when we see you again, it'll be next Tuesday. What do you say? We come back and pick it up for episode 14, Alex?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, sir, for being here. Thank you, everybody, tonight for being here. This was awesome. Congratulations to the 3 winners. Hit me up on Discord. We'll get you those 25,000 perfect points. I know that everybody here already knows, and I would imagine almost everybody here has, but in case you haven't, please go ahead and think about pre-ordering Out of the Park Baseball 21. If you pre-order it today from otpdevelopments.com/pre-order, you get 10% off. You get a free Perfect Team Gold Pack, and you get it 3 days early on March 17th before the March 20th, 2020 global worldwide launch. Until next time, this has been the Big Rich Machine. Next Tuesday and every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern, right here, twitch.tv/OTP Developments. We are going to continue moving forward in Out of the Park Baseball 21. So this ain't stopping, and boy, we're gonna ride this thing for all it's got. So
Oh yeah.
let's keep it rolling. Alex, once again, thank you, and thank you everybody for being here. Cheers, and hey, keep on playing Out of the Park Baseball.